guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the one that has been so highly requested since I posted the other day that I lost over 8 pounds in the last couple of weeks. And everybody wants to know what the heck I did. So if you're interested in hearing about this, then just keep watching. Okay, so what did I do? For most of you that know me already, you know that I like to do experiments on myself. And they usually occur when I'm either in a stall or I'm bored. You know, I'm a Gemini and I love to experiment and I love to not be bored with certain things. So I love to try out different things. And again, if you've heard this before, I will repeat it because it is so true. I feel if I don't do experiments on myself, then how am I supposed to provide you with information, personal information? Because anybody can read in a book about keto, anybody can watch tons of YouTube videos, but when the people you're watching and reading from do not do things personally, then how the heck, it's just repeated information. So there's always new and upcoming things and ways to tweak keto or change it or go off it or go on it or what have you. So anyway, this is what I did. Now, most of you, again, who know me already know that I've been doing this for several years and I am pretty much at a comfortable weight. I'm not trying to really lose. I'm just kind of maintaining, losing a pound here and there. It's no big deal. I have gone back fundamentally. I have added some more carbs to my diet. I've upped my protein. I've lowered my fat. I've raised my fat. I've literally done everything. Egg fasts. You can see videos on all of these things on my channel. But this time, I decided to take it one step further because I was kind of getting bored. I have to admit. I was getting bored of the maintenance of keto, and I was kind of really starting to miss certain things. So I decided, since my daughter is doing Weight Watchers, I decided to use her app for a couple of weeks with my keto food just to see where I was at. And guys, literally for my height, which is 5'4", and my weight and my activity level, I was just getting in way too many calories when it comes to my daily eating. And I was maintaining because I'm very active, and we all know that fatty foods and adding a lot of fat and butter and things like that to our diet, even though we're low carb, 20 grams or below, we are taking in a high amount of calories. In the very beginning of keto, it's very important to do that, but at this stage in the game for me, no way did I need to eat that many calories. So I found out that if I ate keto but counted the points that Weight Watchers provides, there's my magic. So inevitably, I literally stopped because on Weight Watchers, the fat content is, they try to keep you kind of low fat. Now on keto, we know we can't do that because we have, the keto fundamental is high fat, low carb, moderate protein. So you really have to eat the fat, but you don't have to go crazy. And I think for several years of being on this, my body is just, it loves keto. It does well on keto. I'm lean on keto. But I was eating too many calories. So again, I decided to tweak it. So what I started to do was I incorporated back into my diet some of the higher complex carbohydrates, but still ones that weren't jacking up my GI, my glycemic index. So again, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, avocado is a fruit, but you know, it's typically one that we associate with as a high-fat vegetable. So I started incorporating those, and then I started noticing that I was going to start to just incorporate some, you guys are going to kill me, but remember, this is just an experiment. I started to incorporate some grains. So what I did was I started to incorporate a little bit of quinoa. I started to incorporate another thing that causes inflammation, but some whole wheat. And I started to incorporate, what else did I incorporate? Oh, pumpernickel. Yes, one slice, small, of pumpernickel bread every couple of days with my egg, no big deal. I really thought I was going to gain weight. I really thought I was going to have fluid retention. I really thought I was going to obviously knock myself out of ketosis. Obviously, I was going to feel like garbage. But I didn't. What in the world? The fruit made me feel so good. I really, over the past several months, it's been a very difficult few months. I love fruit, and I haven't had it in so long that I started missing it. And the pumpernickel bread, even though it's bread, again, it's an experiment, the pumpernickel bread was a really nice treat. It was like 70 calories, and it only had, what did it have, 9 grams of carbs, something like that. So it wasn't like crazy like white bread. I enjoyed it with my egg. And what I started to notice was, with those carbs it added into my diet, the quinoa, the pumpernickel, the berries, and things like that, I started feeling really good. And I started not being as, what's the word I want to say? Not being as fat-seeking as I was. Like, I wasn't looking to add butter. I wasn't looking to cook in oil. I actually enjoyed steaming a piece of fish. I enjoyed poaching a piece of chicken. I enjoyed not having all that fat. And then what I found was that I was more and more enticed to, I was logging everything in my FitnessPal like I normally do. I was writing it down, putting it into my FitnessPal, and then my daughter, who's on Weight Watchers, like I said earlier, I would tell her, I would say, how many points is this? How many points is this? How many points is this? And I started to notice that I was eating less dense caloric food, and the weight was just falling off. So I started to come to the conclusion that while on fundamental keto, my macros, my calories, my fat grams were way high, my protein was not. My protein was really on the low side, and I know we have to keep it moderate. But when I increased my protein and added the good complex carbs, I didn't overdo it, guys. I'm not saying pizza, cookies, all that other stuff. A few berries, you know, a non-fat Greek yogurt instead of full fat, with a little bit of berry in there, and a little bit of protein, really made a difference. Like, I was really surprised. And I don't know if that is because I've been on keto for so long and it was just a boost to my system. I don't know. I don't know if it was that my calories were a little bit less. Obviously, obviously I changed my body. I'm not technically in ketosis right now. So I'm burning glucose rather than fat. So I'm not craving the fat, but I'm also not that hungry. And this is where the second part of the experiment comes to play, which is beyond, like, this is so strange. I started dabbling into the intermittent fasting, you know, a couple weeks ago. And when I started doing this, I was afraid that because I knocked myself out of ketosis, I was afraid that I was going to start gaining weight and start getting bloated and not feel well and overeat and get cravings. So I really dabbled into it, and I started, you know, I would wake up in the morning, I normally have my cup of coffee and all that other stuff, but what I decided to do was go as close to noon, maybe like 11, if I could. And lo and behold, it wasn't an issue. I was able to wake up. I did have water, didn't have coffee or anything, had my water, packed my stuff, went to work. About 11 o'clock, I started to get hungry, so I would have either a protein shake, which is no big deal, or one of those little, like I said, the fat-free Greek yogurt, and I would throw a couple berries in there. So that would break my fast. And then you would think, because it was like 11, I would go all the way to 7 o'clock. By like 6 o'clock, I wasn't even hungry anymore. So I was intermittent fasting, lowered my calories. So obviously there's a calorie deficit. Obviously there's a fast. So obviously you lost weight. I did. So I don't know. I'm gonna continue down this road just a little longer because I want to see. Oh, my back hurts, guys. Sorry. My back hurts because I pulled it out lifting that big chest with Jess the other day. Oh yeah. I want to see what happens. I'm gonna give myself another couple weeks, and I want to see how this pans out, because maybe, you know, when you become so far adapted so long on keto, maybe, this is only what I'm thinking, maybe my body was missing some nutrients. Like, you know, I started to really want fruit, the berries and things like that. Nice cold blackberries. Oh, love them. And they have tons of antioxidants and vitamins in them, and you miss out on that on keto. So I caved into the craving, but I knew enough, because I've been on this journey for so long. I knew enough to track it and to monitor myself and to see how I was feeling and to weigh myself to see that, you know, if I'm going to start blowing up and whatnot, then I'm going to go right back. But the opposite happened. I don't know. I don't know. This is like, I don't even know what to say. I'm ecstatic because 8 pounds is a lot of weight in a couple of weeks. And you would think by adding these things back in that I would have gained some water weight. But on the contrary, I am urinating a lot. I'm drinking water like I would normally do, but I don't know. All I know is right now I'm not in ketosis. I know that my fat is dramatically decreased right now. My protein is a little bit higher, and my carbs are a little bit higher. Now, I was tracking the carbs just to see where I was at, and I think, I want to say in one day I was up to like 75 or 80 grams, which is like 4 times as many as I would normally get. But again, it's coming from fruit, vegetables, and the slice of pumpernickel bread that I had, 1 slice in a few days. So it's not, again, you know, a feeding frenzy of fast food and things like that. There are no like muffins and bagels and none of that. It's just good whole foods, but ones that contain, you know, more sugar and carbs. I don't know, but I'm doing it the right way, I guess, slowly. Like, I'm not having them a big amount at every meal. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's just, you know, a yogurt and some berries, or with dinner, you know, the grilled chicken or the poached chicken, some green beans, and maybe a sweet potato. Or what else did I have? The quinoa. I only had like 1/4 cup, so it wasn't a lot, but I have to tell you, I was scared to death. I was scared to death to do this. But I did it, and I'm glad I did it because I feel really good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to like divert off of keto for this. This is an experiment. I want to see a couple more weeks what it gives me. I have to tell you too, I had a really bad cold the other night. I'm sure you guys knew that. I had a fever, and they usually linger for like a good week. I feel so good. And I think the fruit, the vitamin C and things like that that I was getting. I did have an orange the other day. An orange! I haven't had an orange in years. And I had an orange, was it with breakfast or lunch? I can't remember. I think lunch. I think lunch. Good enough that I was able to go hiking while sick. Hiking! We were like 10 miles hiking. Sick with a cold. But I felt so good. I don't know. Things are really messed up, guys. I wish I could find some kind of information. I am looking and researching and talking to like certain gurus about this just to see if any of them have experienced this or tested this out or what have you. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Maybe my body needed a break. I don't know. I can't explain it. But anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. So I wanted to share this with you. Again, I am Feliciannurse, keto person, whatever. I can't see my life any other way but keto. However, right now, this experiment is an experiment. There's nothing wrong with that. So please don't leave any nasty comments. It's just an experiment. You know, I'm human. I have a life to live just like you. And I do like to do these things every now and then. This one was a shocker. This one was a shocker. And I have to tell you, I'm pleasantly surprised. Very happy. So, with all of this being said, if you have any questions or comments, please keep them respectful. I'm not going to disable comments because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of hate and negativity. But, you know, again, it's an experiment. I'm a person. I'm not some fictional person. I'm real. And this is what I'm doing right now. So, yeah. Anyway, if you have any questions, leave them below. Comments. Let me hear it. But again, please be respectful to my feelings and other people's. So anyway, I hope you all have a great night, and I will talk to you all soon. And yep, I did the black with the blue. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark in here. But I freaking love it. It looks really good out in the sun. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see it a little bit. But I definitely need a trim or some layers or something. I don't know. Maybe not. You know, Geminis, we change everything. Clearly, right? Eating, hair, what next? All right, guys, I love you all. Stay focused. Thanks for sticking in with me to the end of this video. And I really appreciate your support. You guys always give me the best support. Thank you, too, for those of you who send mail to my P.O. box. I love it. I appreciate it. And that's it. So, see you in my next video. Stay focused, guys. And if you try an experiment on yourself, leave that below. I would love to hear your story. All right? I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Have a great night. Bye.